Headlines. Prayer session held in the premises of Ibudho Thongnang of Lakhipur for the 8 Olympians of Northeast in Tokyo Olympics 2020. Different organizations of Manipur have condoled the untimely demise of the firebrand woman leader Ima Momon Leima. Manipuri Muslim Citizens Forum demands 5 more members in the Manipuri Development Council of Assam. Program on en masse vaccination and COVID testing continues in full swing in different parts of Manipur. Results of the second international online Manipuri poetry and short story competitions declared. Drugs and other huge contraband illegal items were disposed of by the government at Hojai. Prime Minister has urged the BJP MPs to level counter charges against the opposition over COVID response in India. Taliban claims control of 90% of Afghan border. And in the Tokyo Olympics, India's medal account has been opened on July 24 by Saikhom Mirabai Chanu of Manipur, winning silver medal in the 49 kg category of weightlifting. Hello everyone, you are watching the weekly bulletin of Imoinu Live. I am Nilima Singh presenting you the news. Before giving you the news in details, Imoinu Live extends best wishes to the participating sports personalities of India in the world's biggest sporting extravaganza, Tokyo Olympics 2020. Now the news in details. A mass prayer session for the 8 participating sports personalities of Northeast India in the Tokyo Olympics 2020 was held on Wednesday, July 21 last in the premises of Ibudho Thongnang of Lakhipur, Kachar. The prayer meet was organized by Lakhipur Khuman Yaifa Loop and Ibudho Thongnang Thaugan Loop of Lakhipur Khuman. The members attending the session prayed to the Almighty Ibudho for success in their strongly resolved mission and bring laurels to the motherland, India, by opening medal account. The Imoinu Live media advisor, Khaidem Kanta, briefed the members who attended the prayer meet about the international sporting events in which 1 each from Assam, Mizoram and Sikkim, along with 5 from Manipur, are in the Indian squad of Tokyo Olympics 2020. The 8 participating Tokyo Olympians from the Northeast India are legendary woman boxer of India, MC Mary Kom of Manipur. In weightlifting, Saikhom Mirabai Chanu of Manipur. In women's boxing, Lavlina Borgahai of Assam. In men's hockey, Sanglakpam Nilkanta Sarma of Manipur. In women's hockey, Pukhrambam Sushila Chanu of Manipur. In women's hockey again, Miss Lalren Siami of Mizoram. In archery, Tarundeep Rai of Sikkim, and in women's judo, Susila Likmabam of Manipur. The firebrand woman leader of Manipur, Ima Soibam Momon Leima, succumbed to COVID complications on Friday, July 16, 2021 at Jenims Hospital, Imphal. She was 70. Born on July 28 in the year 1951 at Kongba Kuno of Imphal East, Ima Momon had the mind of a social worker from her childhood. She was very much instrumental in carrying out the movement of Meira Paibi organization for Nisha Band, political as well as human rights and other social issues in the state. Ima Momon was also among the 12 Imas who had staged the historic naked protest against AFASPA in front of the Kangla Gate on July 15, 2004, when the 32-year-old Thangja Monorama was raped and murdered allegedly by the paramilitary forces. Ima Momon is the 3rd woman to have left for her heavenly abode after Ima Mutum Ibemhal and Ima Loitum Ibemtombi among those 12 most courageous mothers of Manipur. Rajya Sabha MP titular King Leishem Basana Jauba and many leading social and students organizations, namely AMSU, Kada, Machaleima, Khairamban Kaithel Semgat Sagat Loop, Pauna Bazar Women's Organization, Milal, UCM, Leimakol, Nimpal, Mapi Council, Nupi Samaj, Nongpok Lengak Apunba Nupi Loop, Uripok Apunba Loop, etc. have condoled the untimely demise of the mother. The second executive meeting of Manipuri Muslim Citizens Forum was held on Thursday, July 22nd last at Sapormaina High School. Chaired by Mojibur Rahman Chaudhry, the meeting tried to focus on the present education scenario among the Manipuri Muslim youths and strongly resolved to create a congenial atmosphere by mobilizing educative resources among them. The forum also demands for inclusion of 5 more members in the Manipuri Development Council of Assam, as the existing lone member in the council is not sufficient to represent the Manipuri Muslim community. In the rapid reader of class 9 and 10 under Assam Board, the Manipuri medium textbook, namely Saklon Yambi Assam, has not included the Manipuri Muslim. The forum also urges the concerned authorities for its inclusion in the rapid reader. Other major decisions adopted in the meeting have included to bring out an annual plan of the forum and to felicitate any renowned person irrespective of caste and community. Chairman Mojibur Rahman said that though the nomenclature of the forum is Muslim-based organization, the forum is open to all communities, extending mutual cooperation as brothers and sisters of the same family in the society. He appealed to the Manipuri Muslim brothers and sisters to go and remain united with the Meitei brothers and sisters, as both of them are sons and daughters of the same mother originally. Headmaster of Singerbon Model High School, Abdul Manan, Headmaster of Singerbon High School, Jamaluddin, Mufizuddin, Fejur Rahman, etc. spoke on the occasion. Since positivity rate of COVID pandemic is very high in Manipur, though stringent measures have been taken to control the situation. The total curfew for 10 days has been clamped upon the whole state of Manipur since July 18 last. Meanwhile, government-sponsored en masse vaccination as well as testing program continues in different parts of the state. Individuals and local clubs have also extended full support to ensure successful implementation of the program. Thus, in the Mayang Lamjau area of Kakching district, out of 2,200 people to be ready for vaccination, altogether 2,050 people were administered in 6 rounds of vaccination. 82 persons were found to be positive and 4 persons succumbed to COVID complications. On the other hand, due to seasonal flood, the road along Lamkhai Bazar to Sugnu, covering around 35 kilometers, has been badly affected, and at different intervals, potholes have been formed along the road. To solve these problems of the common people, the social worker Dr. R.K. Muktasana Achau and Hyanglam MLA Dr. Y. Radheshyam have taken initiatives to fill the potholes by using rollers and JCB vehicles. The Manipur correspondent Chandam Khomai has informed that the members of the Lamkhai Larembi Club have also come out and extended cooperation in the social service of the area. The second International Online Manipuri Poetry and Short Story Competitions 2021 have been declared recently. The competitions in Manipuri poetry and short story have been conducted through Facebook network since last year. The first 3 poets to have been declared are Abdas Satar Sajabam for his poem Likla. Secondly, Kaisham Tejmani Singh for his poem Segairaba Telanga, and N.G. Bijoya Kaisam for her poem Paujel Dubu. The first 3 short story awardees are Thaunaujam Dhani Babu Short Story Award to be conferred on N.G. Bijoya Kaisam for her Manipuri short story Nungairakki Lambi Dudagi. Secondly, Sinam Tonu Babu Short Story Award to be conferred on Navala Ningthauja for his Manipuri short story Kaya Daluna Taujakhiba. And the third award, that is Thaunaujam Jati Award, goes to Baby Soraizam for her short story Kamdawi. Each award carries a citation with a case award of Rs1,000. The Hojai police disposed of huge drug and ganja in the open Sankardev Nagar field at Hojai on Sunday, July 18 last. The Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma along with Jamunamukh MLA Sirajuddin, Hojai MLA Ramkrishna Ghosh, Deputy Commissioner Dr. Satnet Singh, SP Barun Purkaister, etc. attended the drug disposal function. Our Hojai correspondent Samurai Lakpam Hemanta Kumar Sharma has informed us that the disposed of drugs have included 24 grams of heroin powder, more than 35,552 most harmful tablets and other contraband ganja. The total value of drugs disposed of by the state government will be around Rs 14 crores. Sri Sharma, quoting the Chief Minister, has said that the drive against drug menace will still continue by the Assam Police in the coming days. This will bring peace and social harmony in the state. The Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi, reacting to the charges of the opposition Congress, has urged the BJP MPs to level counter charges on the management of COVID-19 pandemic in India. Addressing the BJP parliamentary meeting on Tuesday, July 20 last, Prime Minister said that the government wanted to discuss the national issue in the both houses of parliament, but the opposition has shown irresponsible way of reply. He added that the government ensured that no one slept hungry during this period of the national crisis. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi, quoting great concern of the Prime Minister, said he added that the government ensured that no one slept hungry during this period of the national crisis. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi, quoting great concern of the Prime Minister, said that the opposition, especially Congress, still believes that it has the right to be in power. The Prime Minister further instructed the MPs to ensure mass vaccination campaign in their respective parliamentary constituencies, since the crisis is not political but humanitarian. He also said that considering the much apprehension of the third wave, they should fully be prepared from now on and be ready for any eventuality of the possible outbreak in the country. On Thursday, July 22nd, the Taliban said it controls approximately 90% of Afghanistan's border with neighboring countries. Its spokesperson, Zabiullah Mujahid, told Sputnik that the terror group controls the complete border with Iran and Turkmenistan. The borders with Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Iran, and also Pakistan, about 90% are under their control, he claims. In the past few weeks, Afghanistan has witnessed a surge in violence as Taliban has intensified its offensive against civilians and Afghan security forces, with the complete pullback of foreign forces just a few weeks away. The Taliban is now under control about half of the 419 district centers in Afghanistan, and while they have yet to capture any of the country's 34 provincial capitals, the Afghan security forces are consolidating their positions to protect key population centers including Kabul. However, Deputy Spokesman of the Ministry of Defense Fawad Aman told AFP a day after the insurgents made the claim that it is a baseless propaganda. In the morning of Tuesday, July 20th, at least 3 rockets hit areas close to the Afghan presidential palace in Kabul, AP reported. Visuals of the incident showed President Ashraf Ghani and many others offering prayers for the festival of Eid-ul-Adha, even as a blast could be heard in the background. There were no injuries and the rockets landed outside the heavily fortified palace grounds. The police said that a car parked nearby was used as a launching pad for the rockets. It was completely destroyed. Indian team forward player Bala Devi has been named as AIFF Women's Footballer of the Year, while Manisha Kalyan won the Women's Emerging Footballer of the Year at the annual AIFF Awards 2020-21. This marks the third time the 31-year-old Bala has received the honor, having previously won it 2 years in a row in 2014 and 2015. Currently playing for the Rangers FC in Scotland, Bala made her debut for the team in February last year and created history as she scored her first competitive goal for them in December. She remains the first Indian woman footballer to sign a professional contract in Europe. On the other hand, 20-year-old Suresh Singh Wangjam from Manipur won the 2020-21 AIFF Men's Emerging Footballer of the Year award. He is an Indian professional footballer who plays as a midfielder for Indian Super League club for Bengaluru FC, an Indian national football team. A former AIFF Academy cadet, Wangjam was part of the Indian side that competed the FIFA Under-17 World Cup in 2017. On July 24, 2021, Saiko Mirabai Chanu of Manipur won the silver medal for India in the 49 kg category of weightlifting in the ongoing Tokyo Olympics 2020, thus opening the medal tally account of India in this world's biggest sporting games. she lifted a total of 115 kg in jerk and clean attempt. The gold medal went to Hou Zihui of China as she lifted a total of 116 kg in the competition, while Windy Kantika Aisha of Indonesia bagged the bronze medal. The President of India Ramnath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Home Minister Amit Shah, Union Law Minister Kiran Rijiju, Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh have tweeted congratulating Mirabai Chanu for winning silver medal in the weightlifting. Imoinu Live team has also appraised for her achievement. Before we wrap up, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Prayer session held in the premises of Ibudo Thongnang of Lakhipur for the 8 Olympians of Northeast in Tokyo Olympics 2020. Different organizations of Manipur have condoled the untimely demise of the firebrand woman leader Ima Momon Lema. Manipuri Muslim Citizens Forum demands 5 more members in the Manipuri Development Council of Assam. Program on en masse vaccination and COVID testing continues in full swing in different parts of Manipur. Results of the 2nd International Online Manipuri Poetry and Short Story Competitions declared. Drugs and other huge contraband illegal items were disposed of by the government at Hojai. Prime Minister has urged the BJP MPs to level counter charges against the opposition over COVID response in India. Taliban claims control of 90% of Afghan border. And in the Tokyo Olympics, India's medal account has been opened on July 24 by Saikom Mirabai Chanu of Manipur, winning silver medal in the 49 kg category of weightlifting. That's the end of the news for today. Thank you for watching Imoinu Live. Stay home, stay safe, and don't forget to wear your mask.